let my ego stand in the way of taking action. This also hindered thousands of people that needed my expertise in this season. You see, they didn't need me to be perfect. I thought they did, but in reality, they needed me to show up. They did, however, need to hear the real, the raw, and the relevant message I had locked up on the inside of me. This message would have just pushed them further, and it would have pushed them further faster. So in today's video, here are 3 of the most common lies we tell ourselves that keep us stuck in business. And trust me, from experience. So lie number 1, I told myself this the most often. If it's not perfect, I can't put it out. Now, this lie is 100% about you and your ego. See, here's why. When you take a moment to really think about others and what they need, you'll move past perfection into progress. This is a lie that I was telling myself, and it kept me sitting right there in that spirit of procrastination because I thought it was all about me. Let's face it. I would sit down and I would go, you know what? I need to shoot this content, but I can't shoot this content because I don't have the camera that he has, or I don't have the team that she has, or I don't have the software that they have, or I don't have the microphone. All these little technical aspects that I was telling myself, I was lying to myself. No one watches a video and goes, oh my God, that content hit home because they shot it on a Sony, or man, if they would have shot this on a Canon, it wouldn't have hit home. No one ever says that. No one says, oh my goodness, they've got the latest, greatest microphone, and that's why this message was so good. No, you need to hear a real and relevant raw message in real time. So I need you to go, hey, how do I help people move from perfection to progress? And you start by asking who, not how. Here's what I mean. You don't need to know every little detail of how things are going to get done in your business. You need to know who you're going to serve and who's going to help you serve those people and how you're going to serve those people. That's it. So it's who is going to help you serve those people and who are you actually going to serve. That's the who. Now, the how's going to take care of itself, okay? How we're going to get that done is going to take care of itself. I need to be obsessed. You need to be obsessed with who we're going to serve, and then who do I need to help me serve those people. So essentially, when I'm shooting this video right here, I don't need to be concerned with, oh, how's the thumbnail going to look, and how are we going to post it, and how many. No, who am I going to help? I'm helping people right now that are sitting there watching this, telling themselves lies, saying, oh, it's got to be perfect. I can't start. You keep pushing something off 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, all the while knowing, guess what? It's getting more and more difficult. Why? Because your field is getting more and more saturated. More people are showing up and you're sitting there going, oh, well, they stole my message. They didn't steal your message. They said what needed to be said in real time because you were too much of a coward to do it. You were too afraid. You were sitting there with the spirit of indecision and procrastination because it needed to be perfect. When meanwhile, they're not worried about perfection. They're worried about helping people and worried about who needs to hear it. So let's go to lie number 2. You got to wait until someone else does it. A lot of people think they've got to wait until someone else does it for it to be okay. So you haven't seen, in other words, you haven't seen anyone do it this way, so you can't do it. Who am I to do that? I don't have as many followers as them. That no one's ever done it this way, so why should I be the first person to do it? That's tied right in there with I'm not good enough. And have people that are saying this be the same people that, oh, you can't say that about me. You can't speak that over my life. You're speaking it over your own life. All they're doing is repeating. A lot of people are just repeating the lies that they've heard you say out of your own mouth. So you got to sit here and go, wait a second. I don't need anyone else to do this because I know what God told me. So if that's what he told me, I got to stick to what he told me. I don't need to worry about what he told Sally, what he told Mike, what he told John, what he told Philip. I need to worry about what he told James. And finally, I want to talk to you about the third lie. Man, I gotta stick to the plan. If this isn't the biggest one of them all, I gotta stick to the plan. Guys, if you write the vision and you make it plain and you get to month 6, month 7, hopefully before that, you realize the plan that you wrote it down on, that sheet of paper, your little vision board, you realize, hey, this isn't working. This is what I want you to do. With all those goals, I want you to do just like this. And I want you to throw it away. Okay? Throw it in the trash. trash. Throw that crap in the trash. You don't have to stick to something that's not working. Think about this for a second. You log into your phone. You go to the maps, you say, this is where I want to go. This is my destination. It takes you there. You're like, wait, this doesn't look familiar. I've been here before, but this, it says you're halfway there. You're like, this don't look right. Would you continue to go down the path that you know this is not what success looks like? Even if you haven't been there before, you can look around. You can ask some people, hey, did you experience this? Did you experience that? Did you go through this? Nope, never saw that. Never saw that on the way there. Nope, that's not right. So why are you sticking to it? Why are you so stuck? No, I got to do it my way. I got to do it my way, folks. You got to find out the hard way. I've never understood that. This is why I hang around people who make more money than me. This is why I hang around people who are smarter than me. This is why I hang around people who are more successful than me, because they can give me advice based off of experience, otherwise known and seen as discernment and insight or wisdom. And a lot of you're perishing because you lack wisdom. You lack the willingness to hear. So you can't hear. So when you can't hear, you're eventually going to die. So I need you guys in the inside of you, that soul, that because you can't hear anything. You can't hear anybody give you sound advice, to give you wisdom, to give you encouragement, to give you instruction. So eventually you die, because that hearing, faith comes by what? Hearing. So you can't increase your faith because you can't hear. You're too busy putting your head down. I'm determined. To do what? Screw up? To end up in the wrong place? You put in, and this is one of the craziest things. A friend of mine moved to a brand new development. Put the address in. It takes you clear in the opposite direction. Why? Google Maps has yet to realize that this is a new address. The same thing's happening in your life. God told you to go somewhere. It's a new address. He made it just for you. He doesn't want anyone else to go there right now. It's for you. But because you've never seen it, because you don't know what it looks like, you're so nervous that you're going to stick to the plan that everyone else is sticking to, and you're going to end up in the wrong direction, going the wrong way at the wrong time. And all the while finding out just to go back to a place that he prepared for you that no one's ever been. That's going to you go all the way out of the way to come all the way back to be obedient. So quit trying to stick to a plan that was never designed for you in the first place. You're not an ordinary person, so why are you trying to follow an ordinary plan? If you really believe that you're blessed, that you're favored, extraordinary, then expect to have an extraordinary plan. Expect to have an extraordinary plan. Expect to have an extraordinary process. So you have to abandon these lies, guys. You have to throw these things in the trash. You have to tune into what you really believe that was said about you, so you can actually supersede in business, because it does not have to be perfect, okay? It doesn't. But you have to actually show up, abandon these lies, abandon these false premises, and become the best version of yourself. And sometimes that's going to be a lonely road. But I want to encourage you to watch content just like this, because I'm going to show consistently every single day to encourage you to say, listen, throw this junk in the trash. Start over. Don't be afraid to start over. It's okay. Abandon all of this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like what everyone else's life or everyone else's business looks like. And you don't have to stick to the plan that you wrote, because that season that you wrote it in, you're beyond that. You've outgrown that. So throw that all away, scrap it all. Let's start over. Let's have faith. Let's believe bigger than we've ever believed, and watch if you don't succeed bigger than you've ever succeeded.